We are here at the guitar point. Let's see if there's any point in any of them.
That was good. That was good.
I'm gonna keep that in.
I enjoyed that immensely. Yeah. Welcome to Guitar Point to see if there's any point.
What's the point?
What's the
of
point
Guitar
in
Point?
even being here?
What's the point?
I'm gonna do it now. You ready? You ready?
Yep.
You'll do it with me. Do it with me. Welcome to Guitar Point.
Welcome to Guitar Point.
If there is
If there's any.
point.
What is
Point.
the point?
What is the
of
point?
Guitar Points.
What is
Is this
best
real
in
life?
Jack?
What is the
What is best in life?
Those challenges.
guitars and,
Yeah,
and Dodge
Dodge
Challengers.
challenges.
Yeah. Oh god.
I love how I Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Das ist sick, wir sehen eine Reihe YouTuber.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Hey.
Hi. Wir haben uns schon mal.
Oh my god. Dude, what? This is the most overwhelming thing. Okay, where do I even start, dude? Oh god.
I like these a lot. Like the brown 335s.
This is like unreal to me, dude.
I wonder how much these are.
A lot.
Aber Gibson kennt als einer der Hauptsponsoren.
4,200. It's not actually that crazy. There's few Fenders here, and these are like actually really. So we got to the somebody's playing guitar point already, which is fine. Some amps, Tremolux, Bandmaster. Whoa. This one has an actual signature from B.B. King. Really cool. Marshalls. Old JMP. I'm guessing that's a JMP as well. A JCM 900. Another one. It's cool. Scratches. So this is like an ex-Eric Johnson Strat for nice amount of 85,000. What is that?
Got one was like, dude, Fender needs to make this, and they stopped. So you take me to see a Cavernita. It looks like a Telly, but it's like a Les Paul where type in top end spark
Just
plug.
look at these. Some resonator guitars. It's called 12-string Taylor.
It's not bad either. 1,500 euros.
Nice. Rich from Houston wanted to buy this chair. I don't know how he's going to fit it in the trunk, but it's not my problem.
It's different. Naturally, such guitars are mostly bought by collectors, which have the money for it, or by rock stars, which also have the money for it. But we sold, over the years, we sold like, I think 7 or 8 of these. What is much more difficult is to get another one if you sell one. So,
Sure.
Because in Europe there are not so many around, and most you can't import them from the USA because of the Brazilian rosewood.
Oh, yeah.
And Citus, and this is a problem. So all these guitars normally have to have a documentation to be allowed to sell them actually in Europe. And for example, the 60 with the double wide has been in Germany since 1979. Was played by a very well-known German guitar player in the 80s, Michael Dommers from Wallenstein, a band called Wallenstein. And and it's a guitar that disappeared in a collection in Europe, and we found it after 25 years by hazard. So we bought it back. So this guitar originally was bought by the German guitar player for 8,000 marks in 1979.
Okay.
It was sold by him for around 16,000 marks, so doubled in 1986.
Yeah.
Today it's by 250,000 euros. So.
So the 60 is at the same value as the 59.
Yeah, but the 59 has a slight repair on the headstock. That's why it's a bit lesser price. Normally this would be like 350,000 and even above, because it's a highly flamed model. If you want to see those guitars very well, I suggest if you go down here, you can see all the flames and all the stuff, because those old guitars normally you see them from different angles.
Yeah.
So
true.
A newer standard Les Paul, you see the flames from everywhere, but the old ones.
Look, Henning, the top isn't like properly matched.
on it or something in the past?
Yeah, it had an Epiphone Epitram on it.
Oh yeah.
And the holes were covered with mother of pearl inlays, and that was already done in the 70s. That's why we left it as it is.
Okay. Cool. So how much time do you spend actually shopping and searching for guitars like this? Because that must be a big part of.
I guess
it's a matter of contacts. Of contacts all over the world, naturally also. Yeah. But a matter of you don't search such a guitar normally.
Yeah.
You find one that is for sale, you can afford it, you buy it.
Yeah.
So, and any guitar we offer here, we buy it by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we take the whole financial risk before we sell a guitar.
Yeah.
So we don't do any consignments or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And normally you would have such a guitar, you won't search it, you know. You get an offer for such a guitar, and then you buy it or you leave it.
Yeah. So it's normally like collectors who like sell stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Often there are collectors who wants to sell a guitar like that because they want, like, for instance, we have one collector that has a huge collection of custom color Fenders. So he gave us a burst one time and took like 15 custom color Fenders for it.
Oh yeah.
So often it's a swap within a collection, or something like that. Or somebody died also, and there is a guitar like that left over, but that happens very rarely on such guitars. Naturally, people who are looking and buying a guitar like this is a very small amount of people, it's clear.
Yeah, very few people play them, I'm guessing, as well, when they get.
We are surprised because the myth that these guitars are always in windows and will never be played and are in collector safes and stuff. We had over the years only one collector or one guy who bought a guitar because of just an investment. He even didn't play guitar. And this was a 65 Stratocaster, which came from the Chinery collection. So this guitar was bought new in 65 with all hang tags and was never played. So that was okay.
Yeah.
But all others, even collectors, millionaires and rock stars, in general are people who play guitar, who have an interest to play guitar. And so all these guitars generally mostly are played, which surprises us also oftentimes. But this myth that these guitars are only for these people and will never be played is not true.
Yeah. That's cool, because I knew like that Bonamassa, he plays everything.
Yeah,
he takes it on tour as well, right? But
Yeah.
everyone always says that stuff like this is just for people who will keep it in a bank vault or something, or at the most play it at home very irregularly, because it's such a valuable thing, because it's like an investment and they might want to cash in on the investment.
But Joe Bonamassa is a good example. He plays one of our bursts around. He still plays it. He bought it in, I think, 2013 or 14 in our store here, and he still plays it. So and the other one was a 59 with a Bixby standard sunburst, which we sold to Matthias Jabs from Scorpions, and he still plays it. So these are also examples that sometimes also they are even played on stage.
Yeah.
But most people look at these guitars but don't see that. But this for instance,
That bass is
I've
amazing.
never seen one before.
I've
And
never
I
seen
researched.
a Paisley Telecaster bass before.
Me too.
I love Paisley.
Me too, and I researched that they made about 25 pieces were made. Wow. In '68. Yes, one of those.
So it's amazing like how different the price range would be for guitars versus basses, because
Yeah.
that is so rare, and yet I mean, that's a lot of money for the normal person, but like it's not.
Yeah.
Something like this, it's a totally different league.
We have a 65 blonde precision for under 10,000.
Wow. Good time to be a bassist, I guess. Yeah. But I guess bassists generally collect less instruments than guitarists, maybe.
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, most players and also are not collectors in that. Collectors is one thing, but most are players, and the players they would play a guitar like, for instance, this guitar, you know. Okay, this is also an expensive guitar. This is a 1964 Clapton ES335, completely original. But this is a guitar that is just under 20 grand. So a semi-professional or semi-professional guitarist would buy this guitar and would play it.
Yeah.
Because if you have like 3 or 4... 64, yeah. If you have like 3 or 4 custom shop guitars, it's the same value, you know. And these are the guitars that are most interesting also for the players, you know, because they are expensive, but they are still affordable.
Yeah. So you know Art Menendez?
Yeah.
He's just selling his 64 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
This one's even acoustically
It sounds old.
killer.
It rings, right? It's so MIDI.
Yeah, one of the biggest differences between old guitars and these newer custom shop guitars is the materials. The materials is just something that you can't copy. So the wood that was used on these, the lacquer, the nitrocellulose lacquer that was used back then,
And like
is
the
completely-
anodyne dye and the hide glue. And
Yeah, no, but this lacquer, for instance, is completely different from the chemical composition than the nitrocellulose lacquer they use today.
Right.
So it feels completely different, it looks different, and the wood was dried for 40, 50 years before the guitar was built.
Right.
So you have a completely different resonance and wood resonance behavior of the instrument, which you will also hear when you play it over an amp.
Sure.
You just play the
62?
the 62 and you have this. If you compare this to a custom shop guitar,
Oh, yeah.
the custom shop guitar would have much more highs and a much smaller frequency spec.
the dynamic
This one,
range
right.
of the 62 was far superior.
Was it good? Yeah.
Well, the guitar was amazing. You're just like, yeah, this is a great guitar.
Yeah.
But also, you're not too sure if it's like the Mojo. You're not sure if you're sitting there and you're playing a 1962 Strat, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, this is one of the guitars that the custom shop constantly recreate.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm not sure if I like this as like more just because I'm playing a 62 Strat,
What
right?
they tell the people is you get an exact copy of the old instrument, but that isn't really true.
Yeah, you really don't.
Because the materials are completely different. This is also the reason why such an instrument has that price.
Yeah.
Because it's different, and if you compare an old real vintage instrument with a new instrument, then you will feel the difference, but most people don't have the chance to make this comparison.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Somebody wants to.
I'd love to try that. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit on the chair and have a look at it.
You can even hear that if you play such an instrument without amplifier and then you play the new instrument. Compare it, how it reacts, how it resonates. It's completely different.
Oh my god, yeah.
And that's even loud. That's loud even with the plastic saddles as well, which like usually are like, you know, not even on the new one. People, when custom shop make them with the plastic saddles, a lot of customers in the guitar shop we work at just come and say, can you change them to the matte ones? Because it dies it out, right? Dampens the sound. But this plastic saddles
Yeah, and this is not plastic actually, this is sort of nylon stuff, which has a very special sound also. Yeah, I have much customers who prefer even the nylon saddle sound to brass, nickel-plated brass metal sound, you know, because it's different. Yeah. Already in the 70s, much musicians started to change the saddles. So,
How cool is that?
yeah, that's a great guitar. And normally a Bixby would be a tone killer
Right.
for the collector.
Yeah.
But on that guitar, it proves that it's not always the case.
Why would the Bixby be a tone killer for a collector normally?
Because you have the roller, the roll down, and even a trapeze tailpiece would sound more open, and the stop tail is naturally the best. If you see the 345 in the window, which is also 64, it's one of the last with a stop tailpiece.
Oh yeah.
And this was regular, and this is what the collectors search most because it sounds best.
Yeah.
You know.
This is very cool. I mean, just being around these guitars is cool, right? Anyway, like, but that's the thing. It's the old guitar thing is just the way forward if you want like that sound, right? It's like just for example, there's like the 59 and the 59 Les Paul there. If you plug those things in, it sounds like a fat single coil, right?
Right.
But then you plug in a custom shop 59 and it's like rock, and it's not the way that it should be. It should be a really low output, fat sounding like percussive single coil sort of sound. And then you play the 60s, and that's when they started to fatten up the pickups a little bit. But the 59s is like, that's why you play like a new 59, and it just, I've had the opportunity to play one once, and it just didn't sound like what you expect it to sound like.
Yeah. I get this one.
Aputure.
Yeah, maybe it's better.
Oh my
Be
god.
careful with the
This
strings too. You don't
is
want to
one
break
of the best guitars I've ever played. We had Bernie Marston here in the shop when we had the vintage show, and I had the chance to play Beast, the original
Oh wow,
Beast.
yeah.
And this was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And this is close to Beast from the tone. This is really a great 59.
I don't even. The only one I played was Bonamassa's, Joe Bonamassa's 59 Les Paul. But when he only had a couple, like towards the beginning.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what to do with this thing.
And then you just continue it. So this is either 80 or 81.
Obviously, gin.
Get the brass hit, but
Play some jazz.
it was supposed to be gold brass and gold. What is things? But they didn't have to and a friend.
I haven't earned the right to play any of these guitars.
That's what I was wondering.
I love him and I respect him, but I wouldn't know what to play on these guitars.
Sorry, what was your name?
My name is Fred.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred, please would you be able to, if you handled it, would you be able to escort me to an amplifier? Could I hear what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
We can do that.
Thank you so much. If you take it.
Yeah.
Joss is a real guitar guy.
Yeah.
He understand.
The ways as well. Cool, it's been played though, isn't
He's been around for a couple of years.
I'm just happy that my cat pick gets tried to touch the guitar.
So let me explain you. That's the clean channel.
Okay.
And just like a cranked up old Marshall if
Yeah.
you want, and this is the high gain channel.
Oh, which is for the button, right?
I just have anything always neutral on 12 because then you can hear what you
of
can
course.
change. Here's
Reverb and-
the reverb stuff you can go with or without.
switchable, okay.
And this is the clean channel and this is the distortion channel.
That's me, I'm done. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was holding my breath for the entire time.
Oh yeah, that sounded so.
Yeah, this is yeah, pretty much. If you want, I can get you a custom shop Les Paul, and you will immediately hear the difference.
Definitely
This is the reason why those are so much sought after, and it's really magic. If you play one, you will always feel it. I have played about, I think, 20 of these, and every time I play one, it's still like, because it's so special. The whole tone, the whole guitar, the whole thing is so special, and it's absolutely correct that these are so hard to get.
Hold on, you gotta
so
get
mystical.
Can I get another photo? Yeah, get a shot of the guitar,
yeah.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, look.
This is, by the way, this is 2011, as you can see.
Yeah.
And 2011 is a guitar that was also featured more times in Victor Brass books. So this is a very known guitar also.
Is it? I wonder if their acoustic selection is. Well, they've got a bunch of old Gibsons. There's a Martin DAT right there. It's holding me back. Proper old DAT.
This is a
73, nice guitar.
1976 orange 2x12 combo.
That D28.
Amazing how similar it looks to one that orange now. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as the new ones. It's just a huge fridge. See, you don't get this kind of sound unless the pickups are like old and they're not as powerful anymore. Okay.
That's milk, that's chocolate milk, right? That's like chocolate milk.
My hands are so sweaty, but
Can I try it?
Yes, you can.
So yeah, this is a 1958 Fender Telecaster blonde void guard top loader bridge at a price of about third of the house.
Plugged into an Axe Effects. Oh wait. Sorry, my mistake.
Absolutely, yeah.
One thing about the old Tele necks is that they have a nice buttery kind of sound. It's like a milkshake, you know? It's like jazz. It's like a Gibson neck pickup. Only it has more articulation, but still that nice, like subtle compression and. transition again. Sounds like old Motown album. When you set that pop. Get really funky with that. It's almost like a bass guitar. And then with the top loader, the bridge pickup isn't as harsh because there's just not as much downward pressure. So it doesn't hurt as much, but it still has plenty of authority. I love it. And for all you that are wondering, the top load bridge pretty much is just the fact that the strings
like
coming through the top,
sauna
not as much downward pressure on the string, so it feels a little bit more and a little bit more plunky because it doesn't have as much sustain. And it just sounds like all your favorite albums. That's a 1958 Telecaster. I'm gonna play this all day. I'll see you all later. That's
So yeah, this is guitar point for you. Kind of amazing. If you're in Germany, you definitely need to visit this place. It's so cool. The staff here is awesome as well. I'll put a link below in the description to this place and to some guys who saw the video as well, just because I can. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe, like, all of those things. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. I shall see you next time.